Hello guys, Mr. Druid FA, we're back as giving some more Pokemon Battle Revolution. It's time for more Stargazer Colosseum Masters Battle with set number 3. We have another trainer who wants to take part in the world's greatest training tournament. They were the teacher of Barry and took them under his wing. They are a Water Master. Everyone would like to introduce you to the trainer taking on set 3. Crusher Wake's team. Crusher Wake wants to be the world's greatest trainer. He wants it to the tournament. And first up, we're up against Masterclass Lincoln. This should be interesting, folks. How will this go down? Crusher Wake has chosen his team as we head to the first battle, the Stargazer Colosseum. Set 3 of the Masters Battle.
Set 3.
Lincoln is sure they can win, they're positive. As we lead off with a Gyarados to the Floatzel versus Perugly and Azumarill.
Both corners are full of energy, so we're sure to see a great battle.
Perugly goes first with a fake out into the Floatzel. That's going to prevent Floatzel from being able to act. As Gyarados goes for the Dragon Dance. Azumarill goes for the Belly Drop, boosting its attack up to the maximum stage. However, it does eat a Citrus Berry, which will restore its HP.
Colosseum is tense.
Azumarill goes for the Protect, meaning it's unable to be harmed. Both Pokemon targeting Azumarill, but they're unable to connect thanks to the protective barrier from the move Protect. Perugly goes for a Psych Up and copies the stat boost to the opponent. How nasty. Gyarados goes for the Waterfall. It hits. As Perugly goes down, losing its maximum attack thanks to being too slow. Out comes Waterfall from Floatzel. It hits, but it doesn't do much damage to the Azumarill. Floatzel takes some life or damage as out comes Brick Break from Azumarill. That's surely going to bring down the Floatzel.
Taken down by an intense blow.
That is unfortunate, as both sides claim a Pokemon each. Out comes Ludicolo. And out comes Roserade for the opponent.
In terms of the number of remaining Pokemon, it's an even 50-50. Who will become the victor?
Azumarill goes for Protect. As Gyarados goes for the Earthquake. Ludicolo resists it, but it still takes some damage as Roserade goes down. Azumarill is unable to be effective. Thanks to the protective barrier, it set itself up again. Now comes Sudowoodo.
The blue corner has the lead when comparing the number of remaining Pokemon. but the battle has just begun.
Gyarados goes for an Earthquake yet again.
Earthquake tears
Ludicolo takes more damage, but Azumarill's barely able to hang on. Sudowoodo also takes damage, but it's gone.
a huge amount of damage. It's down.
Ludicolo goes for the Giga Drain,
Big.
and that's gonna finish off the Azumarill. Crusher Wake struggling a little there to get that victory, but he got it in the end.
It couldn't take it. It's down. The battle has ended. The blue corner has won the game.
But that Crusher Wake defeats his first opponent. He's gonna move on to the next trainer. Will Crusher Wake be able to make it to the end of the Masters battle? Time will tell. Next up is Masterclass Lyle. He looks to have a very interesting team. Here we go with battle number 2. They also still fight with teamwork together, as out comes Miss Magius and
Millions of
Golem.
stars flicker in the night as we stand on this meteorite. An exciting battle is about to begin in a world of illusion created by the Poketopia Master. The battle begins.
Also goes for the Rain Dance, setting up rain upon the field. Boosting his water-type Pokemon's attack damage. It's going to be very handy, but Golem goes for the explosion.
Annihilate.
It hits!
Explosion.
And Floatzel's gone. Miss Magius will be unaffected due to being a Ghost type. Gashadon also gets hit. And it's gone too!
Corner lost both of their Pokemon.
That is simply devastating for Wake, as he is down 2 Pokemon so early, as the opponent has 3. As Magius sets on a Calm Mind, what a dastardly combination. Rain continues to fall on the battlefield. Out comes Ludicolo. As out comes Drifblim for the opponent. Out comes Empoleon.
Sent out. A real battle royal. What a way to start this off.
Ludicolo goes first thanks to Swift Swim, giving it that speed advantage thanks to the rain. Empoleon will be hit.
Teammate was also hit.
As Miss Magius doesn't seem to take much thanks to that Calm Mind. Drifblim also gets hit. It does a solid chunk, but it's not enough. Miss Magius goes for the Energy Ball.
A fierce blow.
It's a critical hit.
Empoleon barely
As
holds
Empoleon barely holds on. Empoleon goes for the Surf.
so
It hits Ludicolo and Miss Magius. As Miss Magius is able to hold on yet again. Drifblim also gets hit, and Drifblim is gone.
down by an intense blow.
Wake is in a bit of a predicament here. May not be able to crash through this battle as Miss Magius did manage to hold on. Out comes Artillery.
It's pouring rain in the Colosseum. I wonder how this is going to affect the battle.
Ludicolo goes for the Giga Drain into Miss Magius. And it's unable to survive at that range of HP. Ludicolo gets a little bit more HP back.
It couldn't take it. It's down.
As Miss Magius finally bites the dust. Out comes Grassnot from Empoleon. It hits. But Artillery's able to survive. Artillery goes for a Signal Beam. It hits, and that's going to bring Empoleon down.
It couldn't take it. It's down.
This is now 1 versus 1 situation. Ludicolo versus Artillery, but Rain is still on the field. That means Ludicolo will get to go first.
Pokemon from each team will take the field. The energy level of the fans
Out comes the Giga Drain.
up to 11.
It's super effective. Critical hit. And Artillery goes down. Wake able to barely make it through this trainer with 1 Pokemon remaining.
The battle has ended. The blue corner.
That was certainly interesting, folks. But Wake did succeed and moves on to the next trainer. Lyle's hopes are broken as he says her teamwork is broken. But Crusher Wake is a prominent member of the gym leaders. And quite a tough opponent. Next up is Kruger family Jonathan, who happens to have a pretty nasty looking team. Here we are with the 3rd Battle Faults in the semi-final. What do you want with Kruger's fan? Perfect timing, I'll fight you. Very interesting as the opponents are on the field. Intimidate does lower the attack of the opponents. Whiscash's anticipation means it shouldn't, means it knows that there is a super effective move on the board. Out comes the Ice Fang. However, the opposing Torterra has a Yachi Berry, which means it will survive this hit. It hits! And Torterra is able to weather the attack. Out comes a Rain Dance from the Ludicolo. And that's going to trigger its Swift Swim ability. Torterra goes for a Curse, boosting its attack and defense. But it will reduce its speed. Whiscash goes for a Fissure, but unfortunately it's unable to connect.
The situation is a bit of a stalemate. It's a mental tug of war as they anticipate each other's move.
Ludicolo goes for the Giga Train. It's 4 times super effective into the Whiscash. And it's gone.
A huge amount of damage. It's
Remember,
down.
folks, when we eventually beat this game, I will be also another World's Greatest Trainer tournament.
Its stats rose.
If you haven't seen the previous one, I recommend checking it out, as you never know what we might find happening. Another Curse for Torterra. It's now at +2 attack and defense. Rain continues to fall.
Gyarados is
As out comes Gyarados. That is unfortunately going to reduce the attack of the opponent.
The blue corner has the lead when comparing the number of remaining Pokemon. But we still can't predict the outcome of the battle.
Ludicolo goes for the Ash Beam into the Gyarados. It hits! It does a small chunk of damage. Gyarados goes for the Ice Fang into the opposing Gyarados.
It's being ganged up on.
And again, a small chunk of damage. The opposing Gyarados goes for an Ice Fang in return.
A fierce
It's a critical hit! That's going to devastate the Gyarados. And it gets a freeze! Out comes Woodhammer from the Torterra into the frozen Gyarados.
Woodhammer.
And Gyarados goes down. Zoltara will receive some recoil though, however.
Couldn't survive the second hit and goes down.
How simply devastating for Crusher Wake. Out comes Futsal.
Well, both corners still have a chance to win this. Who's going to take the glory?
Also goes for the Ice Beam.
Nicely done.
It hits, but Gyarados is able to hold on. As Futsal takes on life or damage, out comes another Ice Beam. And that's going to finish off the Gyarados. That leaves the opponent with one Pokemon remaining. As Zoltara goes for a Wood Hammer into the Ludicolo. It is neutral. And Ludicolo goes down. However, that is a lot of recoil for the Zoltara. Making this a 1 versus 1 situation. Actually, scratch that. I forgot about Gastrodon. And it's here on the field. I also forgot the opponent had a Bronzong. How very interesting. Futsal goes for the Ice Beam. That's going to put an end to Zoltara's reign on the battlefield.
It went down.
Now the opponent's down to 1 Pokemon. As Futsal takes some more Life Orb damage. Nerf Ball comes out for Gastrodon, but unfortunately it is a levitating Bronzong. Goes to the Shadow Ball. It hits! But Futsal's able to hold on.
It's pouring rain in the Colosseum. I wonder how this is going to affect the battle.
Futsal goes for the waterfall. But Storm Drain takes it instead.
Oh! Why would it attack its teammate? Why would they fight each other?
A clear mistake by Crusher Wake. As Gastrodon goes to the surf. With that, unfortunately, Futsal goes down.
Such irony. Its own teammate was the only one to go down.
Crusher Wake with his friendly fire here. How comes Shadow Ball?
It hits.
It hits, but Gastrodon holds on. Rain continues to fall.
The last Pokemon from each team will take the field. Both corners are in a tough spot.
Gastrodon goes for the recover and recovers its HP. Out comes another Shadow Ball.
Oh!
It hits, but Gastrodon's able to take the hit. No special defense drop. That is unfortunate for the opponent.
Battle has reached its final stage, and the tension is peaking.
Gastrodon goes for the surf.
Nicely done. Bronzong.
As Bronzong is barely able to survive. Out comes another Shadow Ball. It hits, but unfortunately still able to pick up the KO. The rain stops on the battlefield.
Desperately holds on.
As Gastrodon goes for another surf, will it be enough? Yes, it will, as Bronzong is too injured to take the hit. And it finally goes down.
Couldn't take it. It's down.
Crusher Wake barely making it through another battle.
The blue corner narrowly escaped defeat.
Clearly his team is not built for doubles. As he managed to take out his own Pokemon nearly, and almost cost himself the match. Next up is Master Senior Kruger. Here we are in the finals of the Stargazer Colosseum. Kruger says he won't let go of his prey. Seeing Crusher wake his prey is a pretty bold move.
Both corners are
very interesting.
That there's no doubt this will be a great battle. And now,
Army Palm goes to the fake out.
The red corner makes the first attack.
It hits and does a solid chunk of damage to Ludicolo. Drapion goes for the Source Dance. How terrifying. Ludicolo is unable to move as Waterfall comes out from Tajiri the Poliwrath. It's a critical hit! And Drapion's still able to weather the blow!
The situation is a bit of a stalemate. It's a mental tug of war as they anticipate each other's move.
Army Palm goes for the fling. As it throws the lance at the opponent.
Oh,
Never mind its own teammate.
Why would they fight each other?
As it gets punched with some critical ratio. Cross poison into the Ludicolo and it's down.
A huge amount of damage. It's down.
Wake may be in trouble here. As he is down to 3 Pokemon now. As out comes another Waterfall. And finally Drapion goes down.
It couldn't survive the second hit and goes down.
Out comes Volsol. As out comes Honchkrow.
In terms of the number of remaining Pokemon, it's an even 50-50. Who will break this balance?
Ambipom goes first with his Shadow Claw. It hits, but it doesn't do much damage to the Poliwrath. Out comes Ice Beam. Into the Honchkrow. However, it's able to survive. Out comes Brick Break though, into the Ambipom this time. It hits! And Ambipom goes down.
A huge amount of damage. It's down.
However, I'm feeling Honchkrow's going to probably take out Poliwrath here. The opponent knows what they're doing as they come in with a Drill Peck. Gone! No! It survives! What a crazy turn of events, folks. As last but not least is Skuntank.
Both corners still have a chance to win this. Who's going to take the glory?
Honchkrow goes for Protect. As Volsol tries to hit an Ice Beam, but he's going to find no mark here.
Protected itself from the attack.
Skuntank goes for Explosion.
Annihilated by explosion.
And that takes out both of the opponents. What a nasty trick by Kruger.
The blue corner lost both of their Pokemon.
As Wake is now down to their final Pokemon already. However, Honchkrow did protect itself, which means this is now a 1 versus 1 situation. Out comes Gyarados. As it intimidates the last Pokemon remaining, which is Honchkrow.
The last Pokemon from each team will take the field. The energy level of the fans in this.
Out comes the Waterfall. It's faster. And that's going to be the end of Honchkrow. That was a very interesting strategy by Kruger right there. But he is going to lose the battle as Wake is able to beat set 3 of the Masters battle.
The challenger won the 3rd set of the Masters.
Kruger's disappointed, but then again, Crusher Wake is not someone to be messed with. You could probably bench press Kruger over his shoulder. And do squats with him. With that, I'm going to call the episode here. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. The world's greatest trainer tournament is coming soon, so make sure you don't miss out and you tune in. With that said, thank you very much, guys, for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.
Yeah, they call me the Mad Boss, the Mad Boss, the savage with the Gyarados. As I will make you blast off harder than your last loss. Teach you a lesson like you won't bunch of lap dogs. It was fast, huh? You're mad, huh? Want me to slow it down or would you prefer it faster?